Welcome back to our channel, dear viewers. We're thrilled to have you with us once again. Today we're diving into a story that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. A crime so shocking, so unforgettable, it held the entire world captive. We're sure many of you have heard of it, and for those who haven't, prepare for a roller coaster of emotions. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment with your thoughts. Are you ready to step back into 1994 and unravel the gripping tale of a crime that shocked the world? Here we go. Imagine a crime so gripping it had the entire world on edge. The year was 1994 and the name on everyone's lips was OJ Simpson. This was no ordinary crime. It was one that would take center stage in the global consciousness, setting a precedent for high-profile cases in the public eye. The victims were Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, found brutally murdered outside Nicole's home, an upscale condo in the quiet, affluent neighborhood of Brentwood, Los Angeles. Nicole, a beautiful socialite and mother of two, was once married to the man now suspected of her murder, Orenthal James Simpson, better known as OJ. He was a charismatic and highly successful figure in American football, a hero to many, his smiling face a regular feature on television screens across the nation. But behind the glamour and fame, a darker picture began to emerge. Stories of domestic abuse surfaced, painting a disturbing image of the marriage between Nicole and OJ. Despite their divorce 2 years prior, the threads of their lives remained entwined, a fact that would cast a long, ominous shadow over the investigation. Ronald Goldman, a young and promising restaurant waiter, was the other unfortunate victim in this chilling tale. He was found alongside Nicole, their bodies bearing the gruesome evidence of a violent and relentless attack. His involvement, initially a mystery, would later be explained as a tragic case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. The evidence was mounting and all signs seemed to point towards a single prime suspect. The charming football legend, the charismatic celebrity, the endearing television personality. OJ Simpson was now under the unforgiving spotlight of suspicion, his every move scrutinized by the media and the public alike. The stage was set for what would become one of the most captivating trials in modern history. The infamous Bronco chase, a spectacle that captivated millions, would forever be etched in the annals of crime history. On the 17th of June 1994, the city of Los Angeles bore witness to an event that would be remembered as the most televised police pursuit in history. The key player, Orenthal James Simpson, a former football superstar turned murder suspect. In the early hours of the day, OJ Simpson had been charged with the brutal murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman. But instead of surrendering to authorities as agreed, Simpson had other plans. Accompanied by his close friend and former teammate Al Cowlings, Simpson found himself in a white Ford Bronco, fleeing from the law. What ensued was a slow-speed chase, a peculiar spectacle that seemed more like a leisurely drive than a desperate bid for freedom. The Bronco, with Cowlings at the wheel, meandered through the city's freeways at a pace barely exceeding the speed limit. Yet it was precisely this bizarre contrast that held the nation captive. As the Bronco made its way through Los Angeles, news helicopters hovered above, broadcasting live footage of the pursuit. People across America found themselves glued to their televisions, watching with bated breath as this real-life drama unfolded. The chase came to an end at Simpson's Brentwood mansion, where he was greeted by a swarm of law enforcement officers. After a tense standoff, Simpson finally surrendered, marking the end of a chase that had lasted for over 60 miles and 2 hours. This event was more than just a police chase. It was a media circus that underscored the growing intersection between crime, celebrity, and the emerging 24-hour news cycle. It was a spectacle that blurred the lines between reality and entertainment, raising questions about the nature of fame, justice, and the American obsession with high-profile crimes. Simpson's arrest marked the beginning of a legal battle that would captivate the world. Dubbed the trial of the century, it was a legal dance of evidence, emotion, and high-stakes drama. This was no ordinary courtroom spectacle. It played out like a Hollywood script, filled with twists and turns that kept the entire nation on edge. The prosecution presented DNA evidence, a relatively new form of forensic science at the time, as their trump card. They had blood samples from the crime scene that matched OJ Simpson's genetic markers. The defense, however, argued that the samples had been contaminated during collection and handling, casting a shadow of doubt over the reliability of the evidence. Then came the infamous glove demonstration. In a moment that would be seared into the collective memory, Simpson struggled to fit his hand into a bloody glove found at the crime scene, leading to the defense's now iconic phrase, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." This demonstration cast further doubt on the prosecution's case. During the trial, we heard heart-wrenching testimonies from both sides. Nicole Brown Simpson's friends and family painted a picture of a woman living in fear, while Simpson's defense team brought forward witnesses who attested to his character and questioned the integrity of the investigation. There were moments of high tension, tears, and even laughter. The trial was a media circus, with each day bringing a new headline. Amid the spectacle, the jurors had the difficult task of separating the facts from the drama. The defense argued that Simpson was the victim of a racially motivated witch hunt, while the prosecution maintained that he was a violent man who had brutally murdered his ex-wife and her friend. As the trial wore on, the nation became more and more divided over the question of Simpson's guilt or innocence. The nation held its breath as they waited for the verdict. This was more than just a trial. It was a moment in history that would forever change the way we view crime, justice, and the media's role in shaping public opinion. On October 3rd, 1995, a verdict was reached, and the world watched with bated breath. The jury, after a grueling 8-month trial, announced their decision. OJ Simpson was found not guilty of the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. The immediate reaction to this verdict was a stark divide, a chasm that split the nation. Some rejoiced, believing in Simpson's innocence, while others were left in utter disbelief, convinced of his guilt. The ripple effect of this verdict was swift and far-reaching. The public was consumed by this case, and the not guilty verdict only fueled the fire. The media, the water cooler talks, the dinner table discussions, the verdict was on everyone's lips. The trial had become a spectacle, a media circus, and the conclusion did not bring the closure many had hoped for. In the aftermath of the trial, Simpson was faced with a civil lawsuit brought by the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. In stark contrast to the criminal trial, the civil court found Simpson liable for the wrongful deaths and ordered him to pay a hefty sum in damages. Yet, the civil verdict did little to change public opinion, which remained polarized. Simpson's life post-trial took a downward spiral. He found himself embroiled in a series of legal issues, culminating in his conviction for armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas in 2008. He was sentenced to 33 years in prison, with a minimum of 9 years without parole. This time there was no dream team of defense attorneys, no media frenzy. Just a man, once a beloved sports icon, now a convicted felon. The O.J. Simpson case remains a touchstone of American culture, a symbol of justice, or perhaps injustice, in the public eye. It's a reminder of the power of celebrity, the influence of the media, and the deep-seated racial tensions that can shape and skew the perception of justice. A tale as old as time, retold through the lens of a murder trial. The O.J. Simpson case left an indelible mark on American society and the world at large. In the aftermath of the trial, we were left with a landscape forever changed. The case cast a long shadow over the American justice system, illuminating the complexities of race, fame, and the law. It shook the nation and the world, compelling us all to question our assumptions about justice and fairness. The media coverage of the trial was unprecedented in its breadth and intensity. It was a spectacle that captivated millions, setting a new standard for how criminal trials are covered. The case opened the floodgates for a tidal wave of true crime fascination that continues to this day, with countless books, documentaries, and television series dedicated to dissecting every facet of the case. In terms of race relations, the O.J. Simpson case brought to the forefront the stark racial divide in America. The trial, often viewed through the lens of race, highlighted the deep-seated mistrust and tension between different racial communities. It served as a stark reminder that even in the face of overwhelming evidence, perceptions and opinions can be powerfully shaped by racial biases. The American justice system, too, was irrevocably affected. The trial showcased the influence of wealth and celebrity status on the outcome of a legal proceeding. It underscored the flaws in our system, where justice can sometimes seem to be more about spectacle than truth. Moreover, the case sparked a nationwide conversation about domestic violence, bringing this dark and often ignored issue into the public consciousness. It reminded us all of the tragic consequences of ignoring the signs and staying silent. More than 2 decades later, the OJ Simpson case continues to captivate, confound, and divide opinion, a testament to its enduring intrigue. The legacy of the OJ Simpson case is far-reaching and profound. It forever changed the way we view crime, justice, and the media. It's a case that still echoes in our collective memory, shaping our understanding of the world we live in. Until next time, keep your curiosity piqued and your mind open. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the OJ Simpson case. We hope that you found this journey through one of the most infamous trials in American history both enlightening and engaging. Your attention and curiosity are what drive us to delve deeper and explore the intricate details of such complex stories. We welcome you to explore our playlist for more intriguing content that aims to inform, entertain, and provoke thought. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, please show your support by giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel, and leaving us a comment. We value your feedback and look forward to engaging with you further. This is your narrator signing off. Until next time, keep your curiosity piqued and your mind open. See you in the next video.